Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with our 8th video in our Platinum Trophy Guide for Enotria, the last song. In the last video we'd gone through getting a lore note found back in Felicia Mania that was quite hidden. We'd also gotten Maja and moved her back to the theater to start her quest, and then we partially continued it here in Litumnia, and then we've made it all the way to, I'd say, the second half of the game. Now from here we just have a few things that we got to do, so let's just get started. Now I'm going to walk you through how to get to the next knot, and then from there is where the actual clearing all the enemies and stuff is going to be. So from here you have this little interaction that you can do. Oh, my bad. Forget you have to walk over. Can't just go back onto the elevator. What is going on here? Oh, I'm stupid, that's why. Duh. Anyways. So from here, just gonna follow this path around. As you'll see, this kind of makes it a little hard to do a walkthrough when you have a point that you can't return from. We'll jump over, and then before we head off that way, you're gonna come over here and drop down. And over here you'll find some lore and a chest. The discovery. And we'll get the Thyrus Slayer sword. Pretty cool. Then we can just jump back up. Then we can just follow this over, and as you can see, the knot is just waiting down below for us. Then we'll just come over here and follow this down and inside, pretty much. As you'll see, these are some of the enemies I've talked about. These are the ones who like to explode after you kill them. If you wait a second, they'll then drop their item normally. There we go. And then, as you'll see, this is the enemies that are a bit annoying. But afterwards, as you can see, we've gotten the automaton's mask from getting enough shards. You should easily get that, just like I did, so don't worry. If not, I'll show you a good spot that you can farm them in a later video when I'm going over how to farm and get all the masks that we need to get. Oh, can't forget this little guy. There we go. Come on. There it is. The higher the luck that I've experienced, the more likely you are to get drops that, better drops more or less, or more in quantity. But here we have a Canavacio's page, and we have our next knot, as you'll see, and then we also have a little mini boss waiting down below, so we'll go say hi. As you'll see, he's just casually waiting for us. There we go. I just get too greedy and I want to swing all the time. There we go. But another boss down. No trophy though, sadly. But you'll get a few things along the way and a mask line. Now from here we can begin, and I'll show you how to grab everything in the area. So let's get started. Alright, from here we're just going to head to the left first into this little side cave, which will be important later on. As you'll see. Come in here and grab a few items along the way. There's an item under here that I accidentally picked up. It's just a upgrade material. Then we're going to come down here, and we'll have a little mini boss we'll have to fight. But before that, as you'll see, we got some upgrade materials and some lore back here. There we go. Come on. There we go. As you can hear him singing, it's just a gondolier. Ow. Ow. There we go. But he goes down pretty easily. Then we'll come grab some items. You'll get a mask line, a weapon, upgrades, all the good stuff. So now we can head back and head to the main path. Now, I will say you want to be very careful when doing this next part, as this part has killed me the most out of anything in the game, just because of its placement and its spacing. So over here you'll have the Claw of Everin, but right here you want to have a run and jump. And as you'll see, I still died. Okay, so once you finally do make the jump over, it's best to try and get as close to like the edge where the broken part is when you jump. If that makes any sense? So like you'd run and then jump from here to make it across. I wish that it would just be a normal bridge, that way you don't have to worry about that. But that's neither here nor there, and I don't think the game's going to get updated anymore. So from here we can then come to the left for an Harmonia amplifier. Pretty nice. Then from here, we'll just follow this path around. And then as you'll see, if you come up and over to the left, we get a chest waiting for us. And we'll get some Miracle Pesto. Then from here, we'll follow this around. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy. And then as you'll see, there's an item waiting all the way down here for us. The Dig Deep lore note. And we'll just follow this around. Then once you get all the way down here, you're just going to turn around. Follow this all the way back for another chest. Some consumables are always nice. Then you're just going to follow this around. Almost there, almost there. Now there is an NPC who will have to complete her quest later on. As you'll see right here, she's found just back here. Just kind of chilling. But while we're here, we can grab this chest. And then be on our way for an Harmonia expansion, which is always nice. We can't really interact with her unless we have the appropriate mask, which will be something that's quite common for most of the NPC quests, as you've already probably seen. So from here we can then come down to the right, and we have our next knot. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And like always, we'll have some upgrade materials. Then from here, we're just going to continue up and complete the last combat rift. Now, even though you might have already gotten the trophy for one of the earlier ones, I don't know why it's like that. I'm not sure. Just double checking back here. No items. Okay. As you can see, for the most part, this area is pretty barren except for that combat rift. As you'll see, there's really nothing else around, nothing to pick up. So let's just get this started. Here we go. Okay. Don't know what just caused that to fall. There we go. Maybe we'll try this. Nah, not really that great. There we go, and that should be that. Alrighty. You'll get a glass blower, mask, and some stuff to upgrade. Alright, now continuing on, we'll have our next encounter with Moretta just up ahead. As you'll see, there she is. For some reason, she's very susceptible to heavy attacks. Okay. There we go. Nope, not yet. There we go. Okay. Afterwards, you'll want to come up to this halfway point, and as you'll see, we have two chests that we can grab on both sides. You'll get the Glazier's Pride, and then if we come to the opposite side here, almost done, we'll have the Vitreous Stride. Now I don't believe that there's anything else on these back sides. What is this? That's kind of weird. Anyways, I don't believe that there's anything else along these back sides, but doing a double check isn't going to hurt anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Nothing else along the sides here? No. Then we'll just come forward and end up at our next area soon enough. Take care of that guy. We're almost at the next knot. Just up ahead. As you'll see, here we are. But we'll have made it to the Glassblowers District. And like always, I'm now going to walk you through this entire area and how to grab everything and deal with everything. So let's get started. Now from here, you're just going to turn around and come to this side alley here where we'll find a chest waiting for us just right here, right next to a crab. For the Spilled Chalice Mask line. Then from here, we're just going to follow this left path. The right path is more or less just like a secondary area and then a shortcut. So this entire area, you're more or less just going to be slowly working your way down as you drain the water in each new section until you get to the bottom. Then from here, you're just going to come out to the right, as you'll see. Then you can just drop down here over to the left. Now, as you can see, I've fully drained it, but for now, I'm going to show you guys how to progress through it like normal. So then we're going to come here to the opposite side and come into this building right here. So then the main thing is you're just going to start heading up ladders. Slowly but surely. If I remember correctly, there isn't anything out here. Oh no, there is. Come over here and grab this item right here. One more ladder to head up. And then here is your lever to activate. Then you can drop down 2 times. Then from here you should be able to come out and then head to this lower path here. Come over to the right for some Armonia sap. Then continue following this path along till you get over to here. Then from here, you're just going to want to simply come off to the left here to grab this item first. Then we're going to swing back and head into this building here. Nothing hidden down below, so then we're going to climb the ladder up. There we go. Then we're going to come out and around into this new area here, which we'll have to climb up. As you can see, nothing else. Then we'll come into here, activate this. Now this is a shortcut back to that right path that I told you about. And as you can see over here, we've got some lore talking with the stars. Kind of hidden, but it's there. It's the best point to show that off. Then from here, we can now drop back down. And then take these stairs down all the way. Then follow this up. And into this glass blowing room here. Double check around most of these sides and corners for enemies and pickups. Just a few to grab, but then we'll make our way out to the opposite side here, as you'll see. Then we can come down here to grab this item real quickly, and then head back up. Then we're just going to take this path down. Then we have another chest right here. Do be careful of that trap. Then from here, you just want to come up. Now, basically, in here, as you'll see, this just kind of leads back to the start, as you'll see right here. Wait, no, not to the start, but to this item right here. Some more ammonia sap's always nice. So we'll drop down, head back out. Then from here, you're just going to come over. As you'll see, this leads all the way back up. But as you see at the back here, we have a chest waiting for us. Another Armonia amplifier. Then from here, we're going to come over to here. Have a guy shooting at you, so be careful. So all you're going to want to do is come over into this room here to drain the last bit of water. Then drop down. Be careful of that pressure pad right there. There's one more glass blowing enemy out here, but that's alright. They go down pretty easily. Then from here, you have your last item down here, the District Masterpiece. Then from here, we can more or less just head all the way back up. Nothing else to grab, sadly. So then from here, we're just going to make our way back across to get to our next knot. There we go. Then we can head up these stairs right here. And as you'll see, it's just right in front of us. Ta-da! The Astronomer's Court. Now we're pretty much at the end of this area. Almost. But from here, I'm just going to show you one last thing real quick. As going forward, it's where I'm going to be starting to show you guys. So you have to drop down no matter what, whether you do it on the back side or the forward side, as you'll see.
take out this guy first, just so he's not in the way. We'll come over here to grab this lore. And then we'll grab this item over here. So from here is where I'm going to be starting and then go forward. So let's get started. Now heading forward here, as you can see, we've got 2 items that we can grab over here. Some upgrade materials and some lore. Then from here we have a chest over here. Now before heading across the bridge, we'll take the side path that'll lead back to an area we've already explored, the Highborn Streets. So coming off over here, it's more or less pretty straightforward. Nothing that you can miss along the side, so don't worry. So from here, you're just going to want to first come over and across to grab the 1 item right here. An Ephesite geode. Then from here, as you can see, we have this little secondary alleyway over here. Just follow this up and around. Now don't worry, I'm going to show you how to get that item safely, of course. But for now, you're just going to take this all the way up. Oh, so slow. But here, as you'll see, we finally made it back to the Highborn Streets. Ta-da! So now it's more or less about just sending these back down. That's always the better option, because then you can land back on them. As you'll see right here. Now do be careful though, as some of these actually do have some pretty deadly falls. So it's best to just kind of focus on doing it as safely as you can. So from here, you're going to take this main one back down, and then as you'll see, you have this one you can grab right here. A Harmonia expansion. Now, sadly, that's too far a drop. Which, I don't see how they expected anyone to then try and get back other than having to do this. But you'll have to come here to drop down, to grab this, and then you'll drop back down onto these little rooftops here, as you'll see, to get back down. Definitely not that great, but now we can head back. It's pretty much straightforward from here. We'll now head across. A few more items left to grab. You can just hop over here and come grab this item back here. As you can see, a few more items to grab. And then we have a mini boss waiting for us right in the center there, as you can see. Patiently waiting as we just kill all their friends. But before heading up, we're just going to come all the way to this back side for a few more items. As you'll see right here, some lore, and a chest. Who doesn't like chests? Get the Deadly Ray line ability. Then from here, you're just going to come on up, and we'll take the mini-boss down. As you'll see, they go down super easy. Then from here, we'll just come on over. Double check the left side, nothing. There is a few things to grab over here, so we'll take this enemy out. There we go. Always got one of these guys waiting for us, don't we? And then we'll have one more chest that we can grab. Pretty easy. Then we'll come back and we can come down here for our next knot. And a few more things to grab. Get the Plagued Ray line ability. Just double check our corners. Grab the upgrade materials that they give us. And we'll grab our next knot. There we go. And we're at the home stretch for this area. Now, for the most part, you can easily just run side to side to avoid the giant spears that this guy's throwing at us. As you can see, it's pretty easy to dodge. It's just once you get close enough that you want to make sure that you have something to hide behind. Or that you're just good at dodging. There we go. As you can see, Moretta's just waiting for us up there, but we're not going to deal with her just yet. We're going to fully explore. I think there's only a few items to grab along the sides here before we get to her, so we'll quickly grab those. Grab some upgrade materials, and then we'll hit the other side. Nothing too crazy, mind you. As you can see, 2 more items, and that's that. There we go. Now we can finally take on Moretta and get our second trophy in Litumnia. So as you'll see, she'll drop down. And we'll finally be done with this. There we go. And Moretta goes down, and we'll get our next trophy. For defeating her, we'll get her mask, which is nice. And then, as you'll see, we can come grab some lore. And we'll get the last bargain lore note as well. Then from here, we're just going to double check the other side before we head up. Don't want to miss anything and have to come back for it later on. Aha, as you can see, they always got the good stuff. So we'll grab this chest, then be on our way to the final boss of this area. And that will be Litumnia completed. A lot shorter than Felicia Mania, but then again, I think I maybe could have shortened it to 2 videos. Come grab the gravity hammer, and then head on up. Pretty easy so far. Double check, and as you'll see, we got some upgrade materials. There we go. And then as you'll see, we also got some lore that we can grab, and another chest as well. Always nice. And then once ready, we'll head inside and take on the boss. Alright, let's do this. Like always, I'm just going to skip the cutscene and jump right into the boss.
For once I agree.
There we go. As you'll see, Balanzone is done. So all that's left is Pantalone. He does hit kind of hard, Okay. Definitely went down faster than I was expecting. We'll try that again. He's quick for an old man.
This will be fun. For once, I agree. Oh.
Okay. Definitely annoying. But he'll go down all the same. There we go. And now we're on to phase 2. It's honestly best just to go for perfect guards and then an attack, as you'll see. And then you'll just want to wait a second and then come over here. There we go.
How could it be?
There we are. And that'll get us our next trophy.
It's on your virtual damn.
Huzzah. Pretty easy, I'd say. And that'll get us the rulers of Litumnia.
Ah, what joy! What divine joy!
Now from here, we're just going to head back to the theater to go over a couple things before I fully end the video. So I'll see you guys once we're there. Alrighty, now once here in the theater, you're just going to come and talk to the merchant. And we're going to just basically buy his wares.
Order and inevitability.
Don't forget to grab the upgrade materials whenever you can.
A return
And here,
to the natural
the final
state.
piece.
There we go. Don't forget to talk to him again.
Arrogant fools. Oh, I have waited.
We
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's happening. Metanate, finally we. Wait. No.
peace. Now, let's. My services are yours, as is my trust.
As you'll see, we more or less have completed his quest line, and we'll get the golden spider trophy. Do note that doing that isn't going to corrupt or ruin anything. But from here, we're just going to then also go through and just buy all of their wares. Get all of the weapons. Go through, get all of the pairing abilities, and then make sure you also grab all of the line abilities as well. As you'll see, it's definitely quite a lot. If you need to get any upgrade materials, here you go. But also, one thing I would highly recommend buying from them is a bunch of Hymns of Return. Sadly, you can't just hold down the button. 50 or so, I think, is good for now. And then make sure you equip them. Just trying to make sure I get everything I need to grab. And then we'll also just go ahead and equip those whenever we find it. Definitely a lot of consumables in this game. There we go. Hymns of Return. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is just a bit of cleanup before heading into the final area. But as always, though, this has been Mr. Pilgrim. I do hope that these videos or guides are helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form. As always, though, I will see you all in the next video.